Today, we're going to be discussing the watch that sank James Cameron's submarine.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Luke.
And yeah, as Luke alluded to, we are going to be speaking about the Rolex Deepsea James Cameron. This was kindly lent to us by Mr.X, the elusive faux Australian.
Yeah,
he come over with a big collection. Come over with some of his collection in the best watch roll I've ever seen. So thank you very much for that. Go check him out on Instagram. He just has an insane collection of watches. It's absolutely fantastic. So yeah, should we dive on to the specs?
All I asked for was one video where you don't say that. It drives me absolutely mental.
So yeah, starting off with the specs. This is the biggest Rolex has ever made. 44mm. Lugs are 21mm, which is just awkward. 17.8mm thick, so it's pretty thick. 217 gram behemoth. It's got the 32-35 movement. And it's 70-hour power reserve, which is
it's brilliant.
Just absolutely ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. Obviously, it's got sapphire crystal, helium escape valve, and it's got like a titanium caseback thing on it. It's really weird, but cool at the same time. And ceramic bezel, obviously. So it is just.
We should mention as well that the crystal is actually over 5mm thick.
Yeah,
as well.
It kind of acts like a cyclops. So one of your favourite things about this is it doesn't have a cyclops, but because of the crystal is so thick, it almost magnifies. It almost magnifies and acts as a cyclops, and it's just. That's a fantastic thing when you're having a look at this dial. The way it goes, the blue fades to the black. It just looks absolutely amazing. It does look like the ocean, doesn't it? It does.
Well done on the specs, though. You got that all right. That was good.
Just flying for it. But I like the green Deepsea. You said it was something to do with James Cameron's.
Well, we'll get on to this.
Yeah, right. Okay.
We'll get on to it. Don't worry, mate. It's okay. We don't need to.
I'll calm down.
I know.
I'll get back in my butt.
So we should say this is the later version of the. So it's a Rolex Deepsea. So it's a Sea-Dweller Deepsea James Cameron. So this is a 2018 model. So essentially, you had a few differences. So these were released this version was released 2012, didn't you say?
Yeah, that's when they collaborated with James Cameron.
So James Cameron is the filmmaker, and I guess he's an adventurer as well, because after Avatar, he thought...
He just likes going deep, doesn't he? James Cameron just likes going deeper and deeper. Yeah. James Deep Cameron.
So he decided that he was bored of filmmaking and bored of doing stuff that's pretty safe, so he decided to jump on a bright green submarine, as you were saying before, hence the green writing. And he decided to go down to that. He's the third person down in the trench. Is it the trench?
Yeah, the Mariana Trench. Mate.
So that's the deepest place, Mariana Grande Trench.
It's the deepest part of the ocean ever on the whole planet.
Okay, so he went down there. He was wearing a special edition Deepsea. Obviously, he wasn't swimming down there because his head would have just exploded.
And Rolex, never to miss a marketing opportunity, just strap that on the outside of the sub.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how far. I mean, that goes down like 7 miles or something mental, doesn't it? That trench.
No, I don't think it is. You're gonna prove it definitely isn't 7 miles, mate.
Trench. We're miles off.
I love being right.
No, we got 7 miles. I'm right. Oh, is it? It's 7 miles. He went down about 7 miles. So Rolex again attached that on the outside of the James Cameron submarine, and there we go. This new version of the Sea-Dweller Deepsea was born. So instead of having the normal black dial, they put this amazing graduated gradient. Graduated gradient? Would that just be a solid graduated gradient?
Yeah, it would.
So a great.
You mean graduated dial. Yeah.
From blue to black to represent the Mariana Trench and how deep it goes.
And it looks amazing.
Yeah,
it does look amazing.
It does look incredible. Yeah, it's an amazing. I think that's my favourite looking dial that Rolex have ever done. I think it's brave from them.
Very brave, yeah.
For a company that don't normally go out of the boundaries of what is considered safe, that they went all out on that, and I think it looks brilliant. And even they painted it green.
I like it more off the wrist.
Yeah,
I really do. Like just looking at it, I would happily have it in a box, Just looking at it, not that it looks awful on our wrist. Like we've both got 7-inch wrists.
It surprisingly
fits quite well because of the lug to lug isn't huge, but it does sit quite tall, and you bloody know you've got it on at 212 grams. It is absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, that's not a light watch. That's Submariner, right?
No, and it just feels like a Christmas cracker toy compared to that. It really does.
It's brilliant though. Look at that. The problem is, I mean, a lot of people that aren't, watch muggles, people that don't know watches, but they think they do.
Watch muggles, I love it.
Watch muggles. They'll go, oh, nice Rolex, mate. And they assume any Rolex is fake anyway.
Yeah.
Especially if you see this, they'll just go, oh, that's an interesting turkey special. Yeah. That's made it strange.
I mean, I love the watch. I mean, the dial was one of my favourites. I really like the dial more than anything else. I do like the chunky feel of it. I really like the glide lock on the bracelet, which is absolutely amazing.
Anthony, in our last video when we talked about this,
I was wrong again. Surprise.
So it has this amazing ratchet system. That means that what can you do? Is it on your wrist?
Well, I didn't think you could do it on your wrist, but obviously I was just being an absolute flid.
So you can adjust it really, really quickly. It's a diver's extension, essentially. I think has it got a fold over there as well for a dial? I don't know.
Yeah, it has. Yeah. So you've got an actual diver's extension there as well. You can pull that apart so it can extend even more, rather than just the ratchet. So
if you get really hot, if you're diving on the Maldives, and then you need to do it even further for your wetsuit, then you've got loads. I mean, who's swelling up that much? Whose body's that?
Mr. Blobby?
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, so it's it's a brilliant watch. I really, really like it. But
I mean, just the fact that it can go down. What is it? 12,800 feet.
Yeah, we've not even said that, have we?
3,900 meters. That is ridiculous. That is absolutely mad. And to be fair, when you say it like that, this watch isn't that big.
No,
it really isn't that big.
It's amazing what Rolex has done. I mean, Rolex get a lot of stick sometimes, but from an engineering point of view, that is genius. That is so clever.
Absolutely amazing. It is amazing because it is nowhere near as big as what you think it should be to have those capabilities.
For the fact that you can go down that deep, not that you'd ever need to, I don't think you could survive at all. I don't know what the biggest ever free dive is. I don't think it's anywhere near that. It's like 300 meters, isn't it?
I have no idea, mate.
But anyway, the fact you can go that, but then you can also stick that on if you really want to and go out for the day, and no one's really going to bat an eyelid unless you take it out with it.
No. You have a look at most of the Omega really capable dive watches. You're not wearing them out and about. Not unless you're a complete idiot. Whereas this, you can wear it. I mean, we're not manly enough. That is the issue. We're just not built like brick shit houses, and I think you need to be built like a brick shit house to wear this.
Well, people always say, with Rolexes you can hide them under a cuff. In America, where they've got really bad fashion sense and they wear baggy shirts still, you can stick that under you can be able to get it under one of their cuffs.
Oh yeah, I can't wear this under anything. It just sticks out, so I can't wear it out at all. Really, no. You wear this to London, you're just going to get stabbed.
So this retail, yeah. But then what you could do is, if they try and take it, you batter them to death with it.
Yeah, it is a lethal weapon.
It is. So that retails at £10,350. That's as of January 2020 UK prices. They have just gone up at the beginning of this year. I don't know what it was before. I think they went up by about 5-6%.
That's a bargain for this,
especially when you consider. I mean, that has got the new Rolex movement inside. When they redid this in 2018, when Mr.X bought it, it's got the they made the bracelet less tapered, so it wears a bit nicer. It's not as top heavy. Thanks, Jodie, for that. What else do? They give the crown in the middle of the Swiss made.
Yeah, which is like most of the new Rolexes are getting that now.
And they give the movement upgrade from 42-hour power reserve to 70-hour power reserve, which
is brilliant. We're like leaving it in the watch box. And it's still telling the time. I'm absolutely amazed.
Well, what's interesting about that is you're not going to wear that every day, but you might have it in rotation, so it's not going to run out of time. I think that's pretty good.
It keeps you set. So my only gripe with the watch is I'm not big enough to wear it.
No, I'll be interested to try out a normal Sea-Dweller rather than a Deepsea to see whether because I'm quite comfortable with watches over 40mm nowadays. Yeah, I know it's not a cool thing to say that I think big watches are coming back. They are not big, but bigger watches are coming back.
I've got to say, I'm getting happier wearing bigger watches now.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think, I mean, if you put that's £250 more than the normal black Deepsea, you'd be mental to have the black one if you have the choice.
It'd be that over the black one any day of the week. Any day of the week, that is what.
I know Mr.X has got both, so he doesn't need to make that.
We can't all be that privileged. So yeah, let us know what you think about this. Drop us a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe for plenty more content to come. See you later. Bye.